Hey guys, Aaron Colton here in Garage 93, and we're back for another episode of Bike Builds. It's been some time since we did one of these, and I'm very excited. I haven't done a superbike in the series at any point in time, and it's been quite some time since I've done a project on a 1000, but this is a really cool one. I recently picked up a 2015 to 2019 gen Yamaha R1. This bike has a cool lineage of where it came from. It used to be in the Moto America Superbike paddock, and then it went to another friend of mine and found its way in a gravel trap, and then back all the way to Southern California here. And it's going to be the perfect donor for this project because this thing is going to live as a multi-purpose vehicle. The first thing that we're going to do with it is turn this thing into a fire breather and bring it out to the Silver Lake sand dunes in Michigan. And then after that, we're going to modify the setup slightly and use it as a bit of a drift project motorcycle to really utilize all 200 horsepower that this thing should have when it's all wrapped up. So I was able to track down some of the service history and notes on this motor package and how it was set up from the builder that had built it and have a light understanding of it. So there's quite a few unknowns on some things because when motorcycles pass hands, there's a couple degrees of separation on information, but overall, considering I'm taking this motorcycle completely apart before I rebuild it, this is going to be the perfect donor for the project. So today is one of those real establishing days on the project. I make some notes at where the condition of the motorcycle is and start kind of making lists. I do know that this motorcycle runs. I'm just for peace of mind going to give a quick start to it and just make sure that I can just at least get it through the RPMs and that it is in running order before I start tearing it down immediately. And then after that, it's gonna go through a thorough wash process because when I take this apart, I'll detail and ultrasonic clean and get everything spotless. After it's all clean, the teardown process starts. And by the end of today, it's just gonna be a motor sitting on a stand because we're gonna take this thing completely apart. That's aggressive. There's no muffler on it right now, but this thing breathes fire. That was louder than the CR500. Sometimes old habits die hard. Still works. But it makes like 9% more horsepower just by pouring it in.
Wow.
Which is quite sizable for the price. Well, 9%, 200 horsepower, so 13, 14 sometimes. Right there. So that's a wrap on the first day of the R1 project. I was going to strip this thing all the way down, but when I saw the silhouette of it propped up like this on the stands, I wanted to have eyes on it for another day or two before I took it completely apart. So we got parts sprawled everywhere around the shop. I forget sometimes how much wiring the modern superbikes have, but it's going to be a fun journey from here on forward. But most of the time, this next day or two is just going to be spent cleaning parts and getting everything all ready, set up, so I understand what work is to be ahead. So a couple more hours in the night, but I'm going to leave this as is for now so I can keep getting inspiration here over the next day or two as I look at the project.